part 11 of playing SFS, and wait, what does that say?
Make the whole Apollo 11 mission.
Okay, here is the Saturn V rocket. I took inspiration from the real staging of the mission. Let's launch it. Throughout the video, I will explain what happens with each stage of the rocket. Let's begin. Lifting the rocket was the SIC, the first stage. With the first stage, it was able to burn for about 150 seconds at 2.5 kilometers per second. It was also the largest stage of the rocket at 42 meters or 138 feet tall. Next was the S2, the second stage. The second stage was able to burn for 395 seconds at 4.19 kilometers per second. This stage had 5 engines, with 5 XJ2 engines having a longer burn time, but required more fuel to power. And finally, the last stage, to escape the planet. We can now remove the fairing and begin to circularize our orbit. The third stage was built to do 2 burns. 1 burn for orbiting and another burn to help get to the moon. Now we can safely dock the lander and the orbiter properly. These 2 were placed like this to help with the weight displacement. Originally, the orbiter only had a few RCS thrusters to help. Now with that done, we can set a course to the moon. And begin burn. We can use up the third stage for this burn. Now we can go straight for the moon. Descending into low moon orbit. Now for the best part, landing on the moon. The orbiter will stay in low orbit, while the lander, lands. The lander had a max crew of 2. It had a mass of 15 to 16 tons depending on the payload, and had a design life of 75 hours on the moon. It also cost up to $2.9 billion for NASA to build and produce, making sure not to land in the crater. And we have finally landed. Now we can head back to the ship. We have now changed onto the second stage of the lander. With this stage, it had RCS thrusters and its own engine, helping it get into low moon orbit. We are now at the closest approach to the orbiter. Let's get closer. Success! Now to send the lads home. Luckily for them, the orbit they are in is the best for a return. And off they go. Originally I wanted them to just enter the atmosphere from here, but at the speed they were going they would just burn up, so I had to slow down. Now we enter the atmosphere. Not much is known about the re-entry capsule, but it was able to hold up to 3 people and was able to carry a sample weight of 50 kilograms if needed. Time to remove the lander and enter the atmosphere. We mark the landing zone as the ocean. Here is the best part of the mission. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Now we have to wait for it to land in the water. And here we go. The full Apollo 11 mission. I got to say this was fun to do, but it did take a long time. I want to thank SpaceL for the idea of the video. Go check out their channel for more SFS content. Anyways, I will see you in the next video and in the next part.